Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another series on lifestyle, health, and wellness. And today we're going to talk about the immune system and metabolism. So the first thing we wanted to go over with everyone today is let's talk about the immune system and what the immune system, how it works, what it does for your body, and basically how it affects us from our day-to-day living.
Can I have a question?
Sure.
What do you know about the metabolism?
The metabolism is greatly affected by one's immune system. And if the metabolism isn't working properly, or if people complain about having a slow metabolism, it's primarily due to the fact that your intestines are blocked. Things are going on inside your gut that you need to correct in order for your gut system to work properly and to give you a better immune system. Your metabolism will definitely be affected by that effect of the intestines.
I found very interesting introduction of the metabolism. It is a series of the processes that controls the storage and energy of your body.
That is correct. The metabolism basically controls the flow of the energy levels that come from the food nutrients that we eat. So when someone describes themselves as being overweight, let's say, and they have a slow metabolism, they're saying they're overweight because they have a slow metabolism. But in reality, they have a slow metabolism because their intestines and their gut is not working properly. Once we get that lined up and get it in correct motion, then everything will start to heal and the body will feel more energized and you will start to lose weight.
Well, I think now we are come to the equation of the bioenergy, medicine, and our methods and engineering of practices of the whole body health restoration.
That is correct. The entire body functions as a unit. No one section of the body, whether it be your brain, whether it be your organs, whether it be your intestines, or for that matter, even the blood that flows through your body. Everything inside the human body, including the skin itself, which is also an organ, has to work together well in order for the entire body to function properly. So if you have one section of your body not working right, it's going to impact and affect other sections of your body, causing you to either feel sick or it may create diseases in your body because everything isn't lined up properly. It's so important to understand that the human body is a unit. And if that unit isn't working properly, then one part of it goes wrong, the rest of it could also fall and become hurt as well. So the key to this whole program is to understand how to read your body. Let your body talk to you, and then you have to decide what's the best course to take to make that body feel better again.
Awesome. Then I saw your interesting description of your own journey to the health and wellness with the change of your lifestyle on your Facebook, and you have quite sizable amount of followers. So that's the truth, that our journey to health starts with the healthy digestive system. And I remember there was a nice and tasty water-mouthing dishes that you've been sharing as eating habit changes. What you can tackle?
Well, here's what I thought about the food aspect of what I've been sharing on social media. First of all, food really is our medicine. And if we use the food properly, it will heal the body. So one of the things that I've learned over the time that I've been on this program over the last 3 months, my life has transformed from what was to what is and what it's going to continue to be. The food aspect of it requires that you understand what your body is going to need for you to digest it properly and to maintain good health. Not everyone fits the same profile with all the things that I posted on social media. Those food choices that most people saw are foods that I love to eat. You have to decide for your own body What food groups mean the most to you? Now, in order to do it properly, in order to gain a full understanding of what the nutrients can do for you, you have to decide, do you want to continue eating the foods that are going to hurt you, or you want to eat foods that are going to be more nutritious? Foods that go into your system either are going to be processed and go into the blood cells and go to the parts of the body where they can be best utilized, or they'll get stuck in your intestinal tract, causing you to have more ailments, causing you to feel constipation and other things that are going to hurt your body. So the key to the whole system is to know the right foods to eat, to put them in the right place, and the most important part is know when to eat them at the right times, because you want to eat heavier proteins in the morning and you want to eat more fruits and vegetables in the evening. This allows your digestive tract to take these nutrients and properly process them through your body so that they can go to the areas of the body where they're needed most to keep you running in a very smooth fashion.
It's a very interesting statement. Let me read it. 90% of all diseases begins because of the non-functional problems in the digestive system. Second, 80% of the immune competent cells are made in digestive system in your gut. And third, weakened or slowed down metabolism cause a complication of inability to absorb nutrients needed for vital activities of the body cells.
That's so true. In my own personal case, I had a lot of blockage in my intestines. There were some real ailments that I had, like high blood pressure. I had anxiety attacks. I was fatigued all the time. And all of this was due to my intestines and my gut being blocked with bad stuff. And the only way to get it out was to purify it, to get it to purge out of the system. And because I realized that I was getting sicker because my body wasn't functioning properly, I decided that I needed to take some drastic steps in order to get the alignment of my entire body's motions, my alignment with my own universe, my alignment with my own life. And I had to try to figure out what I was doing wrong. And so I decided that I needed to understand the nutrition. I needed to understand the role of certain supplements that I'm taking and have been taking for the last 30 days, and how all of that was going to work on my body to create the kind of health and lifestyle that was going to give me a better feeling about being a human being and provide me with the wellness that I so drastically needed to have.
Great. Now, can you give me a few examples? Just lately you were talking to your friends, even with your family members, about the taste of the food, desires, and how to choose what to put for your breakfast, brunch, and supper.
Exactly. One thing that our bodies go through when we're sick is that it affects the overall taste of your body, of your taste buds, and each person has a different reaction to food. So, when you're looking at the toxicity that's inside your body, it's causing you to desire certain types of foods. But we have to learn to listen to our body and try foods that may or may not be agreeable to our taste buds, but what we need to do is to purge those foods into our system so that it can start the healing process. Not everyone is going to eat the same foods, which we all know. There are some foods and fruits and breads and meats that people want more than others. But the whole idea is to balance it, because when you start to chew the food, it brings up your saliva. And when your saliva comes up, that means that your body is ready to digest the nutrients properly, get them into your intestines, and then let those nutrients disperse throughout your blood cells and throughout your molecules so that your body will now begin to heal based on those tastes that you have for certain foods, especially ones that are higher nutrition or have good protein in it.
Well, lovely. Let me say this. The three major dysfunction that majority of people experience because of the indigestive system. It's a high blood pressure, it's high blood sugar, and high cholesterol. And wondering, is that all just caused because of the problems in your intestine and in your stomach and in your inner metabolic process?
Yes, everything that we do to our bodies can cause certain reactions to illness. And when you're having problems with constipation, is because the foods you're eating are not getting through the intestines properly to be able to expelled into the areas where it needs to go and then come out in the form of waste. So what has to happen is you have to have a good intestinal tract cleansing so that when you put the good foods into your body, these foods will now become more nutritious, keep you in better health, and do the job it was designed to do, and that is to keep you well. So for all of us out there who are looking at eating different foods or like different food types, what the secret is to my success over the last 90 days has been the fact that there are a lot of good foods that I enjoy eating, like spinach, broccoli, onions, shiitake mushrooms, or even portobello mushrooms, eggs. I enjoy eggs and even cheese. But it's the quantities in which we eat and how much we eat and when we eat these foods that determine how nutrition is going to get throughout your bloodstream. The blood is the key to losing weight, to removing illnesses, to getting yourselves in good shape. If your blood is infected, or if it's poisoned, or if it's just not working properly, the red white blood cells and the white blood cells cannot do their job to make sure that the rest of your body is healing, because the blood is the flow of life throughout your entire body, into every organ, into every cell in your body. If that blood is good, you're going to be good too.
Well, let me see what's the first solution we can offer to everyone: children, adults, girls, boys, elderlies, and that is
this great product that I've been taking right from the very start. Everyone out there, if you're looking for an improved lifestyle of health and wellness, what I have here is a box of the most unique tea ever made, I believe, in the world. This is a natural plant. There's no chemicals in this. There's nothing in it that's going to distort the way we feel about taking such a product. In this particular box is called Liuwei Tea, and it's made in China, but guess what? It has 6 herbaceous plants and cordyceps, which is a mushroom plant that's embedded into these tea leaves at a very, very, very high rate of perfection. In other words, they manufactured this in the most pristine conditions. So before it's even consumed, the plants are grown in soil that is pure, so that when it gets to your body, there's no chemicals in it at all, not even from the root source of the dirt where these plants are grown. But the one thing I like about this product, and I'll read to you here what is in this. This is a food supplement. This is really a kind of medicine. And it says here, the Fohow Liuwei Tea, which is tea, contains selected classical tea pura, over 3 years aged, and it includes Chinese cordyceps. Fohow Liuwei Tea tastes soft and smells aromatic. The product does not include any hormones, any harmful chemical, and does not bring poisonous and side effects to the person. So, having said that, based on the instructions that you receive from your wellness masters and your nutritionists, they will tell you, based on your specific needs, how to prepare this tea, how much of it to drink daily, at what strength it should be, and it can even be used for babies. So this has a very natural healing effect from even the youngest of children to the oldest of adults. This has been something that I've taken almost every single day. If I don't drink it once a day, I feel like I'm missing something. But I can honestly tell you, it's a very tasty. There's no aftertaste. It's a very smooth, soft taste. In fact, Here's a cup of it right here. I got to honestly tell you, this is the tea bag. And this is the cup that I'm drinking from. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is really delicious.
So can we see that little tea bag?
Sure, here's the tea bag. And it's just like a regular tea bag, really. But what's inside this tea bag is some of the most powerful plants ever been put into a tea bag. And the best thing about this bag is that even if you boil it once, it can be used up to 6 or 7 more times, because the nutritional and the medicinal value of this tea can continue to be extracted from the plants so that you can enjoy it for as long as you can until it's basically pretty much empty. So again, having someone who is familiar with all of the products and the supplements that we can take in order to gain a healthier and a healthy lifestyle, this one is where we start first. Now, everyone on the program starts here because this is going to get your blood going. And the things that it does for your blood, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, this is the magic to help you start the process of healing your body from the inside to the outside.
Would you please read all the benefits for the health
Yes.
improvement that this composition of the herbal ingredients that composed in a special recipe, and I have to emphasize, the recipe is a secretive recipe that was used for centuries by the emperors and kings. It was actually not even accessible for the average ones.
That's right. What's so unique about what this tea can do for you, and I'm going to go over it right now. As was just said, the ancient secret recipe of this tea is what's in that cup. So this is a remedy that has been held away from a lot of people around the world, and now it's available to almost anyone who wants to purchase it and get it into their system. But here's what the tea can do for you. First of all, and I've had a lot of these problems, so what I'm reading to you is things that I know is going to help you as well. It relieves your sore throat and it eliminates indigestion. I cannot tell you how much problems I've had with indigestion over my lifetime. Right now, I don't have any indigestion problems, and it's all because of this tea. I can assure you this. It also promotes the blood circulation and removes any blood stasis, which is the red and white blood cells moving through your body. It's going to help them do the job that they're designed to do as the blood circulates through your body. And then it also normalizes blood pressure and blood plaque. Now, we know blood plaque is what leads to heart attacks. And if you have too much blood plaque going through your heart, going through your veins, sooner or later you're going to have a stroke. Can you imagine drinking a tea every day that's going to minimize you from having a potential stroke? There's no way I can say this is going to guarantee you won't have a heart attack, but what I can tell you is it's going to help purify your blood so it gets rid of all of the excess waste that's in your blood system. Then it improves your skin condition. I must honestly tell you, my skin is much softer, much more breathable than it ever was. My pores was clogged up for many, many, many years. Didn't know it. Now I've got better skin circulation and it's definitely improved. Balances my body temperature and improves the vital energy. For example, everyone has seen the movie Star Wars. And in the movie, what was the one thing that everyone kept saying to each other and even said after the movie was over was, let the force be with you. That's the energy that they were talking about in the movie. The energy of doing good, getting good things in your life. Well, this is what this tea does. Not only does it help your body temperature stay normal, but it gives you the life force that's going to make you a better person and give you a much healthier feel about yourself internally and externally. And then the last two things is it induces diuresis, meaning that you're going to urinate a lot. I personally never urinated so much in my life on this tea, but guess what it did? It removes the toxins. And when I realized, after talking to my wellness master and my nutritionist about it, they said it's doing its job. So if you really want to start to feel the effects of losing weight, get this tea into your system. And then it also has a mild anti-parasitic effect, meaning that any parasites that's inside your body that needs to come out. This will help purge them through your system. And that's where I had the best feeling from drinking this tea, was knowing that these toxins were coming out of my body.
What is your score today for your weight loss?
I am now down to 284 pounds, started out at 339 pounds. That means that I've lost a total of 55 pounds in 3 months. I know it's going to slow down. I know it's going to take a little longer to get to the 100-pound goal, but guess what? I am now in what we call a, not the restoration, we're regulating my weight loss. We're regulating the products that I take, because guess what? Everything that I've taken up to this point has done its job. Now it just needs to keep doing it. So what you do is you pattern your body, you pattern your products to take it in conjunction with what you're doing right now after you've been through that whole purification process, which I've been through. I can honestly tell you, I never felt better in my life.
Oh, please show again that lovely box.
Yes. Here's the box.
How much is it?
Oh, this box costs $24 in Bahamian dollars or even in US dollars. But the point is that this is going to last you for a good, maybe what, 3-4 weeks? Because you're going to take...
How many inside?
There's 24 bags inside this box. So that means that, actually, I'm sorry, 25 bags of tea in one box. So that means you have particularly here a product that can last you probably up to 2 months.
That's
for $25. It's a lot cheaper than going to the doctor and paying them $25,000 to tell you got plaque in your arteries and that you're going to need to have a massive surgery to open them up. This will help to open up your plaque, open up your heart arteries, help to keep the blood flowing properly, and give you a longer life to live under the health and wellness program of what we've designed here today.
Well, before you do the conclusion, let me give a nice promotion for all who listening and watching this video this week, which is the beginning of November. We have a small present for all of you. We have available, not large, probably about 20 boxes to offer you immediately in the islands of Grand Bahamas. Those who want to join the journey of wellness, healthy lifestyle, please call to us and we will give you the tea.
So here's your opportunity to receive a complimentary box of this tea. All you have to do is give us a call, send us a message on WhatsApp, call us if you have to, send an email if you have it, and we will tell you how to get one of these boxes. So you got 20 boxes that are going to be gifted to someone so they can get started on the road to living a lifestyle of health and wellness. And thank you very much.